Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton don't share a physical connection, says psychic Matchmaker. There'll be potholes ahead. Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton's marriage appears to lack intimacy and faces a bumpy road ahead, a psychic Matchmaker has said. Predicting their future as a couple, she claimed the celebrities would struggle through tricky times after initially bonding over their past traumas. Gwen, 53, and Blake, 47, opened up about their marriage in an interview with Nylon magazine in April. In my own relationship, even though I know the truth of what's happening today, you still create drama in your own mind about your insecurities and what might happen, said Gwen. It's an insecurity we both have. These are conversations that she and I have with each other. Are you still going to love me when I'm older if I forget who I am? Blake added. Psychic Matchmaker Deborah Graham said Gwen was managing a needy husband. Life and Style magazine reported in January that the couple has been struggling. The tension continues to grow, and Blake and Gwen are drifting apart as a result, a source told the outlet. And according to Graham, this has been quite a tricky relationship. For now, Blake is going to have to be strong, she told the U.S. Sun. Blake loves Gwen and accepts her, but to the same extent, this is all about them having more quality time together. He can be needy of his wife, but I do not feel it is there right now from her side. Trouble in paradise. Gwen and Blake have faced rumors for months surrounding the state of their 3-year marriage. They spent time apart at the end of 2023 as they focused on work projects. Gwen had left The Voice and was concentrating on her business endeavors. Blake was filming his TV show, Barmageddon, and his tour after leaving The Voice in 2023. The couple celebrated New Year's Eve separately before working on a new duet single, Purple Iris. The Don't Speak singer joined up with No Doubt at Coachella, where she enjoyed a whistle-stop reunion. Graham claimed the pair's difficulties stemmed from past traumas. I see the color yellow in these two, which means they both had to heal from past trauma, she said. These past traumas show the people they loved or cared about hurt and betrayed them. Gwen and Blake have experienced much betrayal in their work, home, or family. They both came together for a reason and to connect on a soul level. They both healed each other at that time in their lives when it was needed. Opposites attract. The pair met and dated in 2014 while coaching on The Voice, and Gwen joined season 7. Blake had split from country star Miranda Lambert, and Gwen was just about through her divorce from rocker Gavin Rossdale. Blake recently told Entertainment Tonight that they did not have much in common. The first season she was on The Voice we met, but we really didn't talk that much, he said. If you would have told me the first season that we met that's what was gonna happen, I would have been like, no, we actually don't even have anything to even talk about, Blake added. Blake and Gwen married at his Oklahoma ranch in 2021. When Blake met her, he was soul-searching in his life and was not feeling connected to anyone. Deborah Graham. While they came from different backgrounds, people discussed whether the marriage would work. I think they look great as a couple, and they've both been through similar things, Dolly Parton told E! I met her when I was out there in Los Angeles doing The Voice, and she seems very sweet. But I love Miranda also. Dolly added. Disconnected. Graham said the couple's marriage would continue on a rocky path because Blake and Gwen did not connect physically. When Blake met her, he was soul-searching in his life and was not feeling connected to anyone, she said. He was not feeling the love with his past wife, so he and Gwen connected on a soul level. Ultimately, this will boil down to whether Gwen will choose him or her career. Deborah Graham. Gwen was not the type that Blake would mainly go for. Since they were not on the physical level, they will continue to manage bumps in the road. There are going to be plenty of potholes ahead. Independent woman. Graham claimed Gwen did not seem to be the type of woman who needed someone to care for her. She is very independent, and Blake, even though he may not seem like a needy person, is more needy than her, she said. So he needs all this affection, the intimacy and the physical, but it is not there. This will boil down to whether Gwen will choose him or her career. Deborah Graham. He needs that love and more of her. Ultimately, this will boil down to whether Gwen will choose him or her career. Blake cares, though, so he would never hold Gwen back from her career. Busy. Reaching her mid-50 seconds, the Don't Speak hitmaker has no intention of slowing down. In addition to her prolific music career, Gwen has launched beauty and fashion lines as an entrepreneur. Grammy Award nominee Blake continues to work on the Honky Tonk Tour and release new music. Graham said, above all, that Blake had given Gwen unconditional love. Through career changes and new businesses, he gave Gwen that unconditional love which she has never had before, she said. Blake was always like a 5-year-old boy screaming to come out. Deborah Graham. At the start, Blake wondered, how am I going to please this woman and make this woman happy? This is still the case, but he ended up giving Gwen something unlike she had ever had before. She also helped Blake feel connected to his inner child. Blake was always like a 5-year-old boy screaming to come out. She has given him that playtime to become more accessible to his child. Previously, Graham predicted that Justin and Hailey Bieber were headed for divorce. She also looked forward into Kim Kardashian's love life, saying she'll get married again. According to her psychic sensibilities, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce also have a proposal in their future, but it might not be happily ever after. Enjoying the content? Subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment to be a part of our amazing community. Your support means the world.